I want to talk a little bit about sort of our jobs as investors and the game on the field. The number of, and it seems like it's because of AI, but obviously cloud computing over the years, WeWork and office sharing, everything has made the cost of starting a company go down, and the skill levels going up and the ability to get the first product out the door. So what are we seeing in terms of team size, Gilly, and what it takes to stand up a product today versus 10, 20 years ago? But even in the last 2 years with AI and these AI solutions coming, it feels like, my Lord, some companies are getting to their first million with just a handful of people at the company. So are you seeing that as well, game on the field?
Look, I think we are still really early on in the cycle, and but the trend is there, and we would see companies getting to milestones like the first 10 customers, the first $1 million, the first $100 million of ARR with lower number of employees. And it would not just be for building products. It's everything around that. It's the design, the customer success, support, BDR, and maybe 5 years into the future sales. So I think that the day where we would see the one employee company with $1 million ARR is very, very soon. I think the time we would see maybe the less than 100 employees company with $100 million of ARR is probably,
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, some of these
it's
products are
happening.
catching fire.
It's
I
behind the
saw,
corner.
yeah, some of these co-pilots like Cursor had hit pretty crazy revenue numbers with even more than $1 million per person, Doug. And you've got enough history in the business to have watched this trend. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, YouTube, just Instagram. You guys were investors in that as well. Large number of users, large amounts of revenue coming in with a small number of employees. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's going to happen in consumer.
Hmm.
And we've all heard what Toby at Shopify said. I won't give you any tech headcount unless you can prove to me it can be done with AI. But that's a mature company. I actually have a contrarian here. Yes, we can do more with less cost of cloud computing, blah, blah, blah. But we also have to run a heck of a lot faster than we ever had to. There used to be a time, I don't want to outdate myself here, where we could build a product, get our first few customers, take our time, hire two salespeople, get the US profitable. Maybe we'd go to Europe. Can't do that anymore. Because if you would do that, it's going to take you 3 years. You'll have 23 competitors. The speed of company building has gotten so fast that we have to hire headcount. And also, if you're selling to the enterprise is not interested in a one-man vendor. The enterprise wants to see bodies, wants to see support. Try dealing with purchasing. Like after you've sold your product, now you've got to go fight another war with purchasing. Try doing that with an AI agent and see how far that goes. So I think we got to segregate the B2B and B2C. I think we're going to see some of these smaller companies in B2C before we see them in B2B. And yes, once you reach the scale of Wiz or Sierra, now we can talk about efficiency in engineering, in R&D, and so on. But when you've got the first three guys working until midnight trying to build a product, I don't think an AI engine is going to help you that much.